Hey guys, Bushcraft412 here. In today's video, a little bit political. I want to talk about the gun craze that's going on right now. And I'm not talking about the gun craze that's been going on since 2008 when Obama came into office, but there is a new gun craze starting up, and it's actually even worse than what we've seen over the past couple of years. Now, if any of my subscribers, you do have your own YouTube channel, you've probably seen this yourself. Go through and look at some of your videos, and you're going to see that a lot of the firearms videos, there's a spike in viewership towards the end of July, right after the Colorado shootings happened. And I noticed this, and I went through a bunch of my videos, and there's quite a noticeable spike in views, but also any videos I have regarding self-defense. There's also a big spike in late July, and I really thought it was kind of unusual at first, because I figured maybe there would be a spike for a week and it would go back down, but the spike is actually kind of increasing. I've had a couple of videos that had, maybe 20, 30 views a day go up to 500 views a day and have been stuck there and actually increasing on a daily basis. And granted, I know part of it's YouTube, and when videos become popular, they get suggested more often. But there really is this kind of YouTube craze right now about guns. And not only that, but I kind of have verified this with some of my local gun sellers. Now, I've got a little money I'm coming into in the next month. I got some kind of refund checks that are coming back to me, and I was going to buy a couple of guns, probably 2, maybe even 3. And so I've been doing a lot of window shopping lately, because I got my wish list of guns is like 20 guns long, guys. It's incredible. And so I've been doing some window shopping and going to a bunch of different shops and just going out and handling the guns and seeing if I like them, and pricing out accessories and all that fun stuff that leads up to buying a gun. And so going in these couple times, I've kind of gotten to know a couple of the local shopkeepers, and I've talked to them about the situation, and they kind of said that there has definitely been since July, the end of July, since that shooting, there has been a noticeable increase in the amount of people coming in and looking for guns, and in particular people looking for assault-style weapons, because they're really concerned there's going to be another nationwide ban. Not that it affects us here in New York, because we are already under an assault weapon ban, but a lot of people are out there very concerned that they're going to lose those rights, and are kind of purchasing kind of crazy almost, and I went to a big box store just to check out, because sometimes every once in a while places like Dick's Sporting Goods or Gander Mountain will have really good holiday sales that can beat out the gun shops. So I went to Gander Mountain in early August, and for the first time ever, there was actually a line at the gun counter. There was about 15 people in line waiting for help. I'd never seen that before. Anytime I've ever gone in there, there was maybe 2-3 people milling around the counter. No, this is an actual honest-to-goodness line at the gun counter. And I've gone back a couple other times, and there are people there, in line, standing 4 or 5 deep sometimes. There really is a big fear going around about gun rights, because right now, you got to look, in the past couple of months, we've had mass shootings in Colorado. We just had that one in New York City, which, that was the police shooting everyone up, but, still, the anti-gun people just are getting louder and louder. And we had a shooting in Baltimore, Maryland, and at this point, every shooting that happens is making it headline news, and of course, the people complaining about gun rights are getting louder and louder, and with the fears of Obama getting reelected, and it being his second term, people are really afraid that he has nothing to lose by revoking gun rights, and those fears may be justified. I don't know. I don't know the guy. I don't know what he's planning, but, hopefully it's not the case. I'm going to try and keep my fingers crossed on that one. But it really is. I really, from what I've seen in this YouTube channel and what I've heard from gun shops, it's actually increased quite a bit. And like I said, there's been a bit of a gun craze since Obama came into office in 2008, but these guys I've talked to have said it's gotten way worse in the past month, and I wouldn't be surprised if this makes national news pretty soon. In particular, because I did want to look at a high point. I want to get a high point 45 carbine and pistol combo, and I know, guys, I know a lot of you don't like those guns, and that's fine. You know, I just want them for range plinkers. You know, I'm not planning to use them as battle rifles, so please, you know, skip the commentary on them. I like them, but I understand not everybody does. And, well, not to get distracted, but I was talking to the guy about them, and he normally carried, and you would walk into a shop, and he would have 2 or 3 carbines. Usually he'd have like a 9mm, the 40, and the 45, and he would have usually like 1 or 2 of the pistols. He had a little more hard time keeping the pistols in stock. And he had none. And I asked him, like, what's going on? He's like, well, I sold them all. I come back a week later. Do you have any? No, I got a bunch more. I sold them as soon as I got them. I went back in another week. Hey, where are they? He's like, you know what? At this point, the factory said they're on indefinite back order. So I ordered as many as I could get my hands on, and as soon as they trickle in, I'm selling them within hours. And I was just really surprised because, you know, normally the high points kind of stayed on the shelves, and he sold a lot of them. He told me, you know, a couple months ago that they were one of his biggest sellers. But now he said it's to the point now where he can't even get his hands on them, and when they're in the shop, they don't stay long. And he had said that there was a good 20-25 people like me who were coming in every week looking for them to buy. And it's kind of crazy, but it's actually like a high point shortage here in New York. They don't stay long on the shelves at all. And the ones that do stay on the shelves are the ones that they put a bunch of accessories on and jack the price up on. You know, people don't want to spend $375 or $400 for them, so those ones tend to stick around a little bit longer than the plain Janes that they're selling at like $270. And I asked, well, what about other guns? And you know, of course, he said, you know, we're selling anything AR-15 related as quick as we can get it in, and that there's another shop I go to. It's a little ways away, and he sells. He's actually one of the only people who sells AR-15 uppers. And I've gone in a couple times looking for, because I want a second upper for my AR-15. I want a small 16-inch upper. And he can't even keep them in stock. He won't hold them. He's pretty much first come, first serve. And he can't predict when he's going to get them in, because so many of these are on back order that I have to kind of go in every so often and hope they're there. And it's gotten to the point where he said he actually raised his price considerably, and he still can't keep them in stock. And he said people are actually glad to pay it because there's such a backlog on the internet that people don't care if they have to pay an extra $50 or $75 from him because they can actually get them. And it, you know, he's kind of saying it's absolute craziness right now. And since those, you know, that Colorado shooting is happening, there's been more people coming in on that weekly basis. Hey, do you have them in? Do you have them in? And it was really kind of surprising that there's just getting to be this, you know, such a fear of that. And not only that, but he said a lot of people are fearful of buying guns on the internet right now and buying ammo on the internet. So he said his ammo sales are up because people are worried that buying ammo in bulk on the internet is going to get you registered on some FBI hit list or something like that, which, you know, is kind of ridiculous, but people, you know, he said people are coming in and buying and saying they'd rather pay more and buy the ammo locally than be, you know, watched by the FBI or something like that. So it's kind of crazy. I just wanted to point it out, guys. There is just a whole nother layer of this gun craze going on right now. It's only going to get worse as the election draws near. And with that said, it's actually bringing a lot of new people to the channel, a lot of new subscribers, and a lot of new ideas and philosophies as for people who've kind of shied away from the YouTube thing but are now getting into it because of this craze. So it's kind of a good thing because it brings in new perspectives and new ideas, and it's kind of bringing a bit of a new life to this channel because we are seeing such a, well, at least I'm seeing a big surge in viewers and new subscribers and interesting ideas and all that. So hope you guys enjoyed. Bushcraft 412.